Hi guys, 732 Review Crew back. I am Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
This is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 3, Episode 12, titled Powerless, I think it was?
Helpless?
Helpless. Thank you. Oh my god, I misread that.
Powerless.
I'm excited to find out what this one's about, though, because it's Helpless. It could be in many regards to many things, but
That's the beauty of Buffy, man.
Yeah.
The title rarely gives it away. So.
yeah.
Gingerbread gave nothing away.
Yeah. No, that was actually a really good title for that.
There could be something bad happen in Buffy's Helpless, or maybe she's just helpless in general, but there's only one way for us to find out, and that's for us to keep watching. Thank you for joining us. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, and this is Buffy. Shoot the leg.
Not the baguette.
Satisfied?
I'm not sure that's the word.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't mean satisfied like...
No, I wasn't trying to.
Because we're not having satisfaction in the personal sense.
Oh, man.
Am I going to see you this weekend?
Actually, I do have a thing.
Oh, thing. Date?
Older man. Very handsome.
Giles or Dad?
Likes it when I call him Daddy.
Your father. It is your father, right?
Oh, my God.
He's taking me to the ice show.
Faith is not interested in proper training, so I must rely on you to keep up with yours.
I hate being the good one. Okay, so here's the deal.
What happened?
Yeah, what was that?
You like a migraine?
Yes, Mikey. She randomly got a migraine.
Wait, he's overpowering her? Wow, this is torture.
know if I'm not doing this right.
Faith? Angel?
Did she just lose her power?
She just lost her power.
Is that why she's helpless?
It has to do with the crystals. The power of the crystals.
Alright, how's she gonna get out of this? Who's gonna save her? Okay, her skills.
Herself.
Okay, Mr. Vampire.
I'm just a normal girl now.
Giles, something's wrong.
Wrong?
Yep, she did lose her powers.
Ah.
Oh god.
I'm way off my game. My game's left the country.
Bad flu bug or something?
No. No, not sick. I can't get sick. My dad's coming to take me to the ice show. We do it every year for my birthday. If I cancel, it's gonna break his heart. No, I just need to spend a little more time training.
What?
I'm
What?
gone.
Thank you.
I went to Snoopy on Ice when I was little. My dad took me backstage and I got so scared I threw up on Woodstock.
I know you guys think it's just a big dumb girly thing, but it's not. Okay, it's a big dumb girly thing, but I love it.
It's not so girly.
Aw.
Ice is cool. It's water, but it's not.
Thanks, Oz.
Is he high as fuck?
Yeah.
What was that?
Yep.
I think that's supposed to be how he is.
I think it might be time to put a moratorium on parties in my honor. They tend to go badly.
You can vote now. You can be drafted. You can vote not to be drafted.
I think I'll choose to celebrate this one with quiet reflection.
Huh.
Ooh, present.
They're not. They're from your father. His quarterly projections are unraveling and he can't afford to take off right now.
Oh.
He promises to make it up to you. It's all right there in the letter. If you want, I could ask somebody to cover for me at the gallery. I mean, if you want me to take you.
No. No, it's not necessary. I was just thinking it might be nice to have a quiet birthday.
Oh, Buffy.
Oof.
It's a big one for her.
How much longer, Hobson?
5, maybe 6 hours, sir.
What's in that?
Getting very close. Slayer's preparation is nearly complete.
Huh?
But a lot of sophisticated people go.
Yes. I think we should start with the grinding crystal again.
If someone were free, they'd take their daughters or their
Giles,
student
take the fucking hint,
or their
bro.
slayer.
Yes, but Buffy, I think we should concentrate now.
I hated that.
Buffy?
Is it pulling into like a trance?
What the fuck is he doing?
What? Is that not Giles?
Is that Slayer juice?
I mean, it has to do something with her turning 8, right? Most Slayers don't live that long.
I was thinking that, but I'm not sure.
What the fuck, Giles?
I'm nursing that flu bug.
Supposed to take care of that. As we should,
Call it a night.
What just happened? I don't think that's Giles.
What the fuck's going on?
I don't know.
So how's it going with Amy the rat?
Good. She loves her new exercise.
Amy the rat.
She runs around her nose, wiggles around.
I meant, how's it going changing her back into a human being?
Oh, still working on it. But I just got her the cutest little bell.
You don't do that to me. You made me look like some kind of dork in front of my posse. I'm not through here.
That's
I
not...
beg to differ.
Come on, Buffy.
She's not as strong as she used to be.
How? The chick started it.
I
Cordelia.
love fucking Cordelia's like, attack mode.
Girl boss.
That was like a little dog, like,
Why is Giles...
I just got swatted down by some no-neck and rescued by Cordelia. What the hell is happening?
I'm sure it'll sort itself out.
Look, you're not getting the big picture here. I have no strength.
What's going on?
Look, Buffy, I assure you, given time, we'll get to the bottom of whatever's causing this
What's going on?
anomaly.
Promise me.
Yes.
Why does he seem so distracted?
Word.
he is avoiding eye contact, which means he is lying and feels guilty.
Crucimentum is not easy for Slayer or Watcher, but it's been done this way for a dozen centuries. Whenever a Slayer turns 18, it's a time-honored rite of passage.
To lock her in this tomb,
What?
weakened, defenseless,
What?
to unleash that on her.
What?
Like a test.
And believe me, once this is all over, your Buffy will be stronger for it.
Or she'll be dead for it.
The risk we're willing to take.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So we're meeting what we can assume are other Watchers.
I
or
feel
people
like-
in the organization.
If this girl is everything you say, then you've nothing to worry about.
I feel like he could tell Buffy. Why he's not?
Not allowed, maybe?
That's what it's gotta be.
Take care of it.
What the fuck?
The vampire?
Your pills. Open your mouth.
That's enough. Close it up.
What the fuck?
You gotta fight a vampire locked in a house.
If I don't get my powers back, then I don't. I'll deal. And there's a whole lot of good sides to it.
Actually, this could open up so many.
Did you find anything?
No, not yet.
Beep, beep, beep. Red flag, red flag. How is no one seeing the massive red flag?
Giles is not researching, actually.
It's your shift.
Well, this is gonna go swimmingly, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have opened it before.
I can't see, can't reach it.
Oh, you fool.
Open your eyes.
Oh, God.
Everything's okay now.
Why'd they even have to open the door? They didn't just have like a head door so they could feed him the... What?
Yeah, I mean, let's not overanalyze that. Come on now.
It's just suddenly there's this chance that my calling's a wrong number, and it's just freaking me out a little.
That's understandable.
Angel, what if I have lost my power?
You lived a long time without it. You can do it again.
Angel made a good point.
But what if I can't?
Back to being normal.
I've seen too much.
Buffy, you can never be helpless or boring, not even if you tried.
Don't be so sure. Before I was the Slayer, I was... Well, I don't want to say shallow, but...
Cordelia.
Let's say a certain person who will remain nameless. We'll just call her Spordelia.
Spordelia.
Classical philosopher next to me.
I saw you before you became the Slayer.
Or...
What?
I watched you.
Yeah, we saw that in the backstory.
We did.
Walk down the steps, and I loved you. Because I could see your heart. And more than anything in my life, I wanted to keep it safe. To warm it with my own.
Oh. Oh.
Is his heart warm?
Oh. Huge.
Oh, big if true.
We're not gonna play by their rules, but that doesn't mean we're not gonna play.
Oh, he wants to kill Slayer.
Why don't you call your friend in here? We'll discuss it over dinner.
Oh.
Evil!
Wrong.
Evil!
No, they should have named him Moralo of all.
Evil! Uh-oh, Giles, run.
I'm in danger.
Ah, that's a lot of blood.
Giles, you should probably
Run. Run, Giles.
find a steak. That a boy.
Oh, there it is.
Is it a head watcher though, or is it just the guy? Don't drop the steak, Giles.
Hey, sweet girl. How much for a lap dance for me and my buddy?
She can't beat them up.
I like guys that can remember
Somebody's
the lyrics.
coming.
You know, I wish I could, but my mind just isn't what it used to be.
I believe in you, Buffy. You can do this. You're in Helpless.
You can do it, Buffy.
No, climb the fence fast. Oh, she has no strength. I forgot she has no Slayer powers for like 5 seconds. Okay.
Stop! Please, I need help!
That's like the realest thing I've ever seen.
Giles.
Yes. Oh, the vampire's in the car.
You're telling me Giles doesn't have a steak in his car?
I can't be just a person. I can't be helpless like that. Giles, please, we have to figure out what's happening to me.
Tell her.
It's an organic compound of muscle relaxants and adrenal suppressors.
You?
Wow.
It's a test, Buffy. It's given to the Slayer once she... if she reaches her 18th birthday.
Wow.
The vampire you were to face has escaped. As a mortal, he murdered, tortured more than a dozen women before he was committed to an asylum for the criminally insane.
What a fucked up piece of shit.
All this time you saw what it was doing to me. All this time and you didn't say a word.
I wanted to.
Liar.
My role in this was very specific. I was to administer the injections and to direct you to the old boarding house on Prescott Lane.
I can't hear this.
Buffy,
That's like a big betrayal. Wow.
Who are you? If you touch me, I'll kill you.
you have to listen to me. Because I've told you this, the test is invalidated. Now, whatever I have to do to deal with Kralik and to win back your trust.
You stuck a needle in me. You poisoned me.
Yeah.
It's.
Oh God, is the world ending? I have to research a paper on Bosnia for tomorrow, but if the world's ending, I'm not gonna bother.
You can't walk home alone, Buffy. It isn't safe.
I don't know you.
Wow.
Did something take her memory? He's Giles. Giles.
Cordelia, could you please drive me home?
Of course.
Oh.
But if the world doesn't end, I'm gonna need a note.
Stellar.
That was really good comedic relief.
She's my favorite secondary character. Even though she's main cast.
Don't go outside.
Joyce, you should goddamn know better not to go out. No. No. You've been Little Red Riding Hood.
Literally. I hate that. I hate that so much.
What? No, did they force her to fight them in?
No. Hey, look, vampires do show up on film.
This is a selfie.
Yo, what the fuck?
I hated that.
Mother. May I call you mother?
Ew.
10 years old, she had the scissors. You wouldn't believe what she did with those. But she's dead to me now. Mostly because I killed and ate her, but also...
Jesus Christ.
When he was immortal?
I won't be alone much longer. I have a problem with mothers. I'm aware of that.
Like the most self-aware one we've ever seen.
It is kind of his shtick. After he turned the first guy, it's like, oh, good. I thought I might have actually killed you.
Sorry, I do that.
I get carried away a little bit.
Oof. What? That's gotta be really off-putting. Alright, Buffy. You know where they are. You're at the top of the stairs.
Your perfectly controlled test seems to have spun rather impressively out of control, don't you think? I've told Buffy everything.
That is in direct opposition to the Council's orders.
Yes. Interestingly, I don't give a rat's ass about the Council's orders.
Tell him, Giles. Tell him.
The test has already begun. Your slayer entered the field of play about 10 minutes ago.
Why?
2 anyway.
Giles, we've no business.
This is not business.
My tea.
I love that she's wearing overalls. Like, even made her more innocent, you know?
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Buffy, where's your pocket steak?
Okay, Buffy. Okay, Buffy. Oh, shit. Jump scare.
Why did she come to the dark of the woods? To bring all these sweets to Grandmother's house.
Wrong episode.
I feel like you could just smack that away.
Oh, no. Just a little lower, right there. Oh, yes.
What a weirdo.
Thank you very much.
What is this? Oh! Giles dropped a steak in this room.
What?
Yeah, because he broke the baluster, and when he came in here, he dropped it and closed the door. There's a steak on the floor.
Oh my god.
Buffy, you need a steak. Why didn't you get the one in the kitchen? Oh, hey. She has one. She doesn't have stab power.
God, Buffy, run for your life.
Find Mom.
This is terrifying. This is actually a horror episode for her because she can't do anything.
She is helpless and being chased by a demon, yes. Oh, well, that's creepy.
What was that? What was that?
That Joyce
All
is
the
in there.
pictures.
Of who?
Joyce. Maybe her.
Joyce.
I won't take it all. I won't take it all.
What?
Fucking run, yo.
Holy water him, Buffy.
That's a good point.
He's gotta take his pills.
The laundry chute.
Damn, she's so smart.
Squirrel! She's a little flying squirrel right there. Just.
We love flying squirrels. Oh, she just tried to walk past it. That's amazing.
Holy water! Holy water!
There's no way she was that quick.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, no, Mike is right.
Oh, my. What have you... My pills?
I told you. Wow.
If I was at full Slayer power, I'd be punning right about now.
Good to the last drop, right?
That's fucking crazy.
Oh, switcheroo!
Maybe there's some clippers around.
Oh. Who's that? The Giles?
Yep.
Congratulations, you passed.
Wow, she's so messed
I
up.
get a gold star.
I understand that you're upset.
You understand nothing.
Wow.
I think you better leave town before I get my strength back.
We're not in the business of fair, Miss Summers. We're fighting a war. She passed. You didn't.
What?
I've recommended to the council, and they've agreed that you be relieved of your duties as watcher.
What the fuck?
You're fired.
What?
Your affection for your charge has rendered you incapable of clear and impartial judgment.
Stupid.
You have a father's love for the child.
Oh,
That is
shit.
useless to the cause.
I'm not going anywhere.
No, well, I didn't expect you would adhere to that. However, if you interfere with the new watcher or countermand his authority in any way, you will be dealt with.
What?
Congratulations again.
You'd be dead without Giles.
Bite me.
You know what? I'm just gonna date her mom so I can be involved in her life.
Oh, man.
Care of her, man. Come on. Thank you.
Do you want to go to the ice rink?
He fucking better.
Can we take her to the hospital to get some stitches?
Because I hated that he like ignored her there. That pissed me off.
Is today her birthday?
Yeah. Take her to the hospital, Giles. She needs stitches.
Yeah, she does.
You shut up. You didn't go to the hospital when you needed stitches.
Grown man, relax.
This wasn't a head wound, was it?
No.
Oh, you only slit his hand open.
Oh.
Shut
to the
up.
bone. It's fine.
Stop. It was not to the bone. You're over exaggerating. It healed perfectly fine after 8 weeks.
Do you mean fired?
You're not cruising past that concept anytime soon, are you?
It's just, I mean, he's been fired. He's unemployed. He's between.
He's still a
jobs.
librarian, isn't he?
Giles isn't going anywhere, Will. He's still librarian.
Yeah.
The important thing is that I kept up my special birthday tradition of gut-wrenching misery and horror.
Bright side to everything?
Just feel better when I get my strength back.
Give you a hand with that, little lady? Admit it, sometimes you just need a big, strong man.
You can't get that, Kenny.
Oh, Will, give me a hand with that.
Hey, Will, can you help me?
I love that it ended like that. I hated that it didn't end with Giles making it up to her
Sure.
at all. I mean, it probably would have been too soon anyways, I guess. But yeah.
I agree. I enjoyed that episode. It was a little taxing emotionally because I mean it was Buffy's biggest betrayal from Giles ever. He was literally drugging her at the request of the Watcher Council, doing everything they wanted, and as a result, it made her question her herself and everything and what was going on, but also put her at risk in situations. So I can understand where she comes from, especially being drugged, where she's like, you have to tell me these things.
Yeah, dude, say less.
It's fucking it's fucked up.
They both came through, except it was a bad thing for Giles.
Giles lost his job as the Watcher, but he's still a librarian. He should do what I said, which is date Buffy's mom so that he could be a part of her life and give her guidance through that way. Stepdad Giles, Watcher Council can't say shit.
I don't know. I feel like what's going to happen is the new Watcher's going to come in and
Spike's gonna kill him.
something's going to happen, and they're going to be like, Giles, we're reinstating you as Watcher. I just don't see
Or-
him being.
Yeah, I think.
Or
that's a
ready
good
for this one? Giles discovers his Van Helsing bloodline and becomes a vampire hunter.
Ripper Van Helsing.
Van Ripper.
Van Ripper Helsing.
It sounded like there was a suffix.
Keep going.
Yeah, there was a suffix.
Like the third.
Yeah, the
or
third.
something.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Besides that, I mean, this episode was Buffy's 18th birthday. She is 18, which is senior year, so she's getting ready to go to college potentially. And that also we see a lot of growth from her in this situation where we see her, she's able to handle stuff through her experiences of being a Slayer for 3 years, especially this vampire that's supposed to be like very strong, that's made for the trial. She figures out a way to do it with her own clever and cunningness, and a lot of times
Yeah.
where she's losing the fights, she's able to overcome with just sheer battle experience.
Well, you realize the whole point of why they picked that vampire especially was because he had a weakness other than only having to defeat him
Right.
with raw
Yes,
strength.
and
They had to,
You could clever him.
Yes, exactly. Which she did. And then the other vampire, Giles, was just like, I got it.
Yeah, but we saw the holy water come in, which was a great thing. I've never seen that done before, where a vampire drinks holy water. I would think it would have enacted a little
We
quicker
should have acted
as
fast.
soon as it hits his tongue. But yeah, we're gonna ignore that. Maybe he was so panicked because he needed the drugs. I wonder what the drugs were.
I assumed it was like an antipsychotic or something.
Clearly 800 milligram Adderall.
Everything's moving so slow, fast, slow.
We see Cordelia also return to her role of being the like comedic relief, or just like
Blissfully unaware comedic relief.
Like when she walks in and she's like, Buffy is unfortunately having the breakdown, and she's like, okay, well, is the world ending? Because if the world's ending, I'm not
doing my paper on Bosnia.
But she was still a good friend in that moment
Absolutely.
too.
The second Buffy was like, "Can you drive me home?" She's like, "Absolutely."
Yeah, she understands. Like, I mean, girl to girl, she would get it, especially because Buffy never did anything.
She has no Buffy. She has no beef with Buffy.
Funny.
She has no beef with her.
Yeah,
Buffy has done nothing wrong to her.
I agree.
It's just Xander. And Willow kind of.
Yeah, Willow. And
actually, the whole friend group could have stayed together if like Xander wasn't there, because Cordelia wouldn't have like not stopped being friends with them. Willow and
I don't know about Willow.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
Like, it's just kind of Xander keeping everyone apart.
Wow. Hot take. Probably not hot take. I'm joking. There's a whole. I was joking. There wasn't one.
Okay.
Xander's getting dogged on a lot in the comments a lot of times. And for good rights a lot of times, other times not rightfully so. But we'll get past that. This one was an interesting one because, as Joe said, Buffy never got to get her trip. Her dad didn't show up because of projection and stuff, which is a running theme of this show. I think
I mean, it was shitty.
How many times has her dad canceled on her or something like this before?
Very often.
Well, but
second time, I think.
That's why it was so shitty when she's asking Giles
and he's ignoring it.
And trying to give him the opportunity to say, like, I would love to go with you.
Well, I think the problem is,
and instead he literally drugged her.
What's the trial was going on? So that's
yeah,
why
no, I understand, but I don't know.
I don't know what he's supposed to do in this situation.
Not to mention, none of her friends did anything for her her birthday.
We kind of like, well, first of all, she said not to.
Yeah,
but we as like the viewers like see the relationship that Giles and Buffy have, but that's not supposed to be the relationship of a Watcher and a Slayer. So it is unique, and we like feel the betrayal because we're the viewers. But this is a unique take. So like from the Watchers Council, they're like absolutely justified in taking Giles off of Buffy's case.
And in their minds, they're justified in drugging Buffy because in their minds, it's,
right.
It's a 100-year tradition, hundreds of years.
It's just their unique relationship that like makes it.
And Slayers don't usually survive to 18. So when a Slayer survives till 18, if they could survive this challenge as well, they're probably goated, which Buffy did.
Yes, but it's really shitty because
I know, absolutely.
They don't usually make it that long, and it's like, oh, you made it this long. Let's really see how good you are at this. So, and like Giles aptly put when the older council member was like, you'll be useful in the war to come. Like, we're fighting a war. And he's like, no, you're waging a war. She's fighting the war.
Well, I mean, that comes back to like, the thing is they needed soldiers, which is why they, a lot of the times it feels like, these Slayers are like bombs or like like martyrs in the sense that when they have a Slayer, their job is to fulfill a prophecy in some sort of way, which a lot of the time prophecy seems to be a Slayer will rise, fight an evil, die fighting the evil, and the evil will die. Buffy was supposed to do that versus the Master, but
you're right,
gets
like
brought back
kind of thing.
and as a result, she screwed up the prophecy. But she's a blip, she's an anomaly. So right now, what she did is she successfully passed the test at the 18. Which is probably supposed to weed out.
That's what I was saying.
I'm saying it weeds out the Slayers.
They only want the strongest. Otherwise, they'd rather start over.
That's exactly what it is. It's reset
more than that. It's the idea that like they've had about 2 years of training, so like they should have picked up skills and developed.
Yeah.
And if they didn't develop, once they lose their power, if they gain no skills during that time, then they're not going to be good Slayers long term.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's the thing is
it's a weed out process. Like
exactly.
Someone mentioned it. It makes sense.
Sacrificing someone's life.
I mean, the thing is, like
at the age of 18,
you get to 18.
World slaying demons, dude.
It's probably to like weed out like also the Slayers who like try to like do it like secretly or try not to do much. Like if there was a Slayer who popped up and was like,
I don't think it's up to the Slayer.
Well, I mean, if there's one that doesn't want to slay as much as the other Slayers do, they can do it themselves because they're a person. They're not gonna. They can't get forced to do it. Buffy could never get forced to do it because she's stronger than all the Watchers and stuff like that. So, like, technically...
we don't even know if that's true.
Well, I mean, it seems like it, especially because we see Buffy fighting Giles and sparring and stuff like that.
Sure.
But like, you know,
They have
the
a
thing
lot
I'm
of
trying to say is,
knowledge,
and
like they had her kryptonite.
yeah, the thing I'm trying to say, what they're doing is they're taking potentially slayers who try to find an easy way around things or try to do like the minimal work, and if they're not up to par, like you said, they're hard resetting with a new
I don't
one.
even know if it's just that. I think they're just at that point they need the warrior they're looking for, and have they accomplished their goal or not?
Well, I mean, that's also the thing is if the Slayer isn't good enough to kill anybody to win that fight, then they're not good enough to do other things.
Yes. So rather have them die a brutal death.
They'll kill them and start a new one so that they can train that one better. And it's probably just like a never-ending cycle of that, which is brutal.
I did want to go back to the birthday thing. I wasn't done with that.
Yeah, no.
So last episode, Oz and they had even mentioned and recognized like, yeah, Buffy's birthday in a week. What are we gonna do?
Nothing.
Those are the worst kinds of friends.
Dude, but she said she didn't want to party.
Worst.
Well, remember what happened on her
kinds
last
of friends.
birthday? Last time she had a birthday, she had sex.
My birthday.
She had sex.
What are you talking about?
She had sex with Angel on her birthday, and he got all went back to evil Angel last year. So, like, I think they're trying to say Buffy has bad birthday.
All the more motherfucking reason she needed a good birthday.
Well, maybe not. She didn't want a birthday because of that.
Nah,
it's emotional stuff. I don't know.
I'm not saying they throw her a big ass party, but I mean, hey, let's the 5 or 6 of us hang out. Like,
I agree. You know, it didn't mean more than that. But,
anyways,
thank you for joining us with the
Clearly.
732 Review Crew. I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
I'm Mike.
And he didn't like that very much. But if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you like this video. Otherwise, check out our Patreon, which does feature full length for this and other series. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.